Well, hello everybody. It's an absolute pleasure to be doing County's second virtual assembly with you. Before I start, I just wanted to say that if you haven't done already, please do hit like below, subscribe and click the bell so that any new content that's uploaded to the Guildford County YouTube channel, you will get a notification. I think at this point, when we're all so separate, it's even more important that the Guildford County community stays united. So please do join us and have a look and see what there is. So today I'm going to be talking to you about resilience, but resilience specifically when working from home. Now this is the second week of virtual learning and I think it's been a real learning curve for all of us, but it does bring with it some real challenges. The first one really is that students, you have never before had to learn at home without your teachers. And that is really tough. And with it probably is bringing quite a lot of difficulties. Now, Mr. Houghton talked in his assembly last week about the importance of routine and how routine can help you manage that load. But what I wanted to do today was have a think actually about resilience and how we can start to develop those skills to also tackle learning independently and learning maybe when you don't know what to do. So the first thing I'd like you to do, like a bit of a class activity, is to pause this video and either share with everyone in your house or equally on your own if you want to think about it yourself. Think about a time when you have had to be resilient, not related to school, related to something else. When have you had to show resilience and what have you done? Now we use the word resilience quite a lot, but actually by definition, resilience is having the capacity to recover quickly from something difficult. So the capacity to bounce back from a difficulty. So pause this video now and have a think. When was the last time you had to quickly bounce back from a difficulty and how did you do it? Now, hopefully, from whatever it was you just thought about, you've kind of got some strategies in mind about how you do this, how you bounce back from different things. But what I wanted to do was take you through a few ideas for ways that you might manage the current situation that you're working in and how that might help you develop this resilience that we need moving forward. So the first thing is directly linked to what Mr. Houghton talked about last week, which is to do with routine. It may take you slightly longer to come up with a routine that works for you than it might somebody else, and that's fine. Please don't compare yourselves. We're all in this together, so it might be that it takes you a little bit longer to get there, but routine is helpful. A list of things to do in the day is really useful, and that structure really helps. But the problem with that is that sometimes it can still become very overwhelming, even with a structure. It might be that you're trying to learn a concept at home that's quite tough, and actually it might be that you're finding that quite difficult. Now, my question to you would be, what is your thing? When it all gets a bit much and your head's a little bit fuzzy, what is the thing that you do just to calm yourself down and to bring yourself back into the room again? Is it that actually you just need to get up away from the computer and go for a walk or do a few laps of the garden? Is it that you have a pet and actually you want to go and spend a bit of time with your pet? Is it that you love music and you want to put your headphones in and listen to a song that totally fills your head? What is your thing that will help you push away all of that stress and all of that anxiety and just bring yourself back again so that you can sit back down and tackle the task with a fresh perspective? And if you don't know what that thing is for you, that's a good thing to try and think about now. What could it be? Is it stretching? Is it some breathing exercise and a bit of wellness? What is it that works for you? The second suggestion would be you're not on your own. If you find that there is a particular task which you're finding confusing or a concept that you can't get your head around, talk to your peers, talk to your friends, because you might find that they're struggling with it too, which in itself always makes us feel a little bit better, or you might find that they can help. There's also the posts board on Teams where you can just throw questions on there. And I know from my own Year 10 class, as soon as there's a question, someone else has answered it before I've even got to it. And then the problem is sorted. So it's a really good way of supporting each other and working together. And as I say, you might find that everyone is in the same boat as you. There is also, of course, a wealth of information out there for you in terms of the internet. So don't feel that you can't try and look things up and Google them and just see if you can kind of get a bit of support. And there's so many YouTube videos which are amazing at helping to decipher different problems. So do use that wealth of information too. Don't feel that you can't. But then, of course, with all of this is all very well and good, but it might be that this is just taking so long and you just can't get your head around it. And you know what I'm going to say. If that is the case, then please email your teachers. That is exactly what we're here for. And the teachers are coming up with ways all the time of trying to find more creative, different methods to try and help explain concepts to you. So you are not alone. Please get in contact with your teachers. That's the best thing that you can do. And do it before the stress sets in, so that actually you know that there is someone there to support you. But in amongst all of this is, again, how this looks Very much depends on your routine and how far along with that journey you are. My biggest bit of advice to you would be, please don't panic. If you find that a particular task is taking you a long time and actually it's meant that you can't do something else, don't panic. If you find that actually you don't understand something and it means you can't complete the work as well as you'd like to, don't panic. Your teachers are setting you work that might be challenging and it might be tough, but they are setting you work they know you can do. They believe in you. And remember that. And just don't panic. We are all getting ourselves into a new routine and it might take a little bit longer for some than others. But if we can start to get those steps in place, the methods that work for us, talking to each other, building that resilience, then hopefully as the journey continues, virtual learning will become an even greater success. Aside from all of this, of course, the most important thing is that you are happy and that you are healthy. So I hope you all enjoy a very relaxing Easter break, and I look forward to seeing you very soon.